Here now is John Solo, owner of the Grand Restaurant in Queens and several other restaurants. John, do you know any business owner who would say amen to this order?
Not in the mom and pop world. Maybe in the corporate food hegemons, but not in the mom and pop world. It's just another obstacle for us. It's going to add more payroll because now we need people at the door to enforce it and to have security. So it's really just another obstacle. And I think we're a little tired of just keep getting more and more obstacles from our government officials. You know,
I know a lot of restaurant owners who are washing dishes by themselves because they can't get a dishwasher for a price that they can afford. They just can't find waiters and waitresses. How are you just going to find? I mean, how much do you have to pay one of these enforcers in order to do their job?
Well, the way it's looking, unfortunately, I'm going to have to be washing dishes and being a security bouncer at the same time checking vaccine passports. I mean, it's just relentless. And the rules keep changing and we keep adapting. And that's what mom and pop restaurants do. We keep making it and fighting through. But at some point, when is it going to stop? Yeah. We just keep getting hammered over and over. One day it's 25% occupancy, then it's 75, back to 25. It's like a game of bingo. Enough's enough.
This is different, though, in a sense. I mean, I'm not diminishing at all the difficulties that you just mentioned, but this is actually not only asking you to be an enforcer, but also possibly turning off future customers. People will say, well, the hell with that place. I'm not going back there. You know, maybe they'll be able to sneak me in at another place. I mean, it's creating this hostile environment, which is the last thing you want in a business like yours.
Absolutely, and especially out here in White Plains at Cantina Taco, we're dealing with hospitality business. That's what we do. We're not here to deter any customers from coming to us. We're working our buns off every day, and hospitality is key. This is not helping us be the hospitable hosts we want to be, and we need to be.
By the way, have you heard anything, or have any of your colleagues heard anything from the mayor's office about how this is going to be enforced and how it'll be double-checked by their own enforcers, who, by the way, have a lot better things? The police in this city have a lot of things to do, like stopping crime, like keeping citizens safe, as opposed to something like this. I mean, there are bigger priorities than this, but have they been in touch with you folks in terms of how to arrange all this?
Absolutely not, and I totally agree with you. There's been nothing. I mean, at the end of the day, what's going to happen is we're just going to feel the results of being ticketed and fined and being confused, because that's what's been happening since COVID started. And I think that's probably going to be their answer. Let's just ticket them to the point where they'll learn their lesson.
You know, I don't want to discourage you in any way. You've already got enough roadblocks real and in your head that probably keep you up at night. But did you ever think of just getting out of the business? It's just too much?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, I'm in too deep, as they say. But yes, there's many thoughts all the time of how I could get out, or are there other options. But I'm in too deep right now, so I'll just keep fighting the good fight.
You know, the other thing is, I'm sure you saw, or you know of if you didn't see our report, you know the situation that Broadway has. They have to do the same thing. They rely on tourism for 65% of their business. A lot of tourists are just going to skip New York now. And of course, that trickles down into your own business as well, right?
Absolutely. We rely on tourism. We rely on every option that we can. Right. And they're just keep limiting our capacity to work and do business.
John Solo, you're a hero. You don't often hear business people called heroes, but you are a hero, and we wish you the very, very best despite all these obstacles. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it, John.